Hey everybody, Michael here. Hope you're all well. Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we are looking at another product from Faith and Integrity. So yes, coming to us all the way from Chicago, we have the Faith and Integrity Harvest Moon Matte Paste, which is a water-based paste advertising a firm hold as well as a matte finish. So the interesting thing about the Harvest Moon Matte Paste is that it was released, I think, last year as an autumn limited edition product, and it's just remained so popular that Frank at Faith and Integrity has just kept it available ever since it was first released. And I can see why. It's a pretty cool product. We're going to, of course, look at it like we would do any other product. But of course, let's just start by taking a look at the jar itself. So as you see here, we have a 4-ounce amber plastic jar, and the design work is really cool. It was made specifically for this product. And of course, it is a very fall-inspired aesthetic. There's some information about the product, such as usage directions. And then here on this side are the ingredients, and then there is a really nice lid label to accompany it. Taking the lid off, on the inside, you see this product here that looks quite like a sort of pasty clay type product. It actually looks kind of similar to some of the Morris Motley products, actually. And the scent is also pretty interesting. It's got some wood notes in there, a little bit of spice, some citrus. It kind of does smell like a distinctly fall type of scent, but there is also a nice bright citrus in there. That kind of makes it a friendly scent for year-round use, but it does kind of have a slight autumn flair. But does it smell like a bowl of potpourri or patchouli or something like that? No, it doesn't smell like a Thanksgiving dinner table either. It just, like I said, it's a nice fall scent, but you could definitely also wear it year-round, and it's really light as well, so there's really nothing to worry about there. So getting into actually using the product, the consistency of the product, like I said, is kind of similar to some of the Morris Motley products that I've used in the past. It has that sort of thick, yet also slightly smooth, yet also sort of gritty texture that the Morris Motley products have, and that's kind of reminiscent with the Harvest Moon Matte Paste, but it's very easy to scoop out and break down. Now when it comes to application though, there is a specific way to apply this product as listed in the directions on the product itself. Faith and Integrity advises that you apply 1 scoop of this product to damp or towel dried hair and then blow dry your hair into place, and then after blow drying add another scoop to finish the style. So when applying to damp hair, there is of course no tugging or pulling, there's no issue there. And then as you begin blow drying your hair and you begin brushing through your hair, you definitely feel the product thicken in the hair, swell in the hair quite a bit, which gives it the volume and the texture and the control that you need to then begin to finish the style. But yeah, what you get is you get a lot of volume, a nice thickness to the hair, can definitely help thicken the hair as well, especially if you're somebody who wants something like that, like maybe you have fine or thin hair. And it just gives it a lot of body, a lot of control, and there's definitely a solid noticeable hold there without being really presently waxy or stiff or sticky or anything like that. There is a bit of a pasty stickiness there, but it's not overkill at all. Compared to some other pastier, clayish type products, this one is definitely not the stiffest. It's definitely still pretty pliable, but there is, like I said, just a bit of that traditional paste-like feeling there. But it's never overly sticky or pasty or anything like that, so of course applying 1 more scoop after blow drying, just 1 more dime-sized scoop, there is no tugging or pulling when applying afterwards, because when you have some of the product in before blow drying, it does kind of help smoothen out the hair a little bit to make the application a bit more comfortable. And then when we get into styling here, this product definitely feels pretty dry right away, but because you've blow dried it in, it has a pretty nice immediate hold and it's ready to begin styling. It's extremely lightweight, it has a nice grip to it, a little bit of a stiffness to it, but overall pretty smooth and easy to comb through or to work with your fingers, and the volume is there, but the hold definitely feels like it's a bit on the lighter side of a firm hold for me. Maybe that's just because my hair is pretty wavy. It definitely has a present hold, but kind of the tricky thing with these sort of matte paste products is you don't want to really add any weight to the product, which means you don't want to oversaturate the formula with too much wax. So because of that, you also don't have as much of like a firm feeling hold, like a present feeling hold to it. Yet there is still a noticeable amount of strength to work with. I would say the hold is relatively firm, but because it is such a lightweight product, it might feel slightly lighter than your average firm hold, but definitely enough hold to work with. And I would also say too that this product tends to sort of complement your hair's natural flow a little bit more than some other products. It's not going to be one of those products that gives you that really hard sculpted look to your hair. Definitely helps control and also enhance your hair's natural movement. So like for me with my hair being really wavy, this product keeps my waves in check. It gives it some control, some volume, some nice hold, but it also still kind of plays to my waves as well. Like it's never going to straighten out my waves. If anything, it actually plays to my waves a little bit more throughout the day. So I would say though, in terms of endurance, like throughout like an 8-hour workday or something like that, the Harvest Moon Matte Paste will kind of remain in a 75 to 85% closeness to your original hairstyle as you go about your day. Like any other product, it will degrade over time, and this one I would say what you lose the most as you go about the day would be the volume and some of the control. Hold feels relatively the same, but as you'll see in this footage here near the end of the day, my hair is noticeably wavier, and it did lose a little bit of volume, but it still stays matte. It doesn't feel greasy. It feels exceptionally clean, and there is enough hold there, and it is a lightweight enough product that you can restyle and restore that volume, whether with your fingers or with a comb. There really is no issue there, and it never gets super stiff, so you can continue to run your fingers through it. And that nice dryness to the product allows you to get the most out of that volume if you need to restore it, so there's no issue with that there. But like I do note though here is that your waves will be a bit more prominent if you have wavy hair like me, but for me that's fine. Like I said, this is not going to be a product that gives your hair that sort of hard sculpted look or anything like that. And like I said, it's kind of similar to some of the Morris Motley products where they really kind of play to your hair's natural movement the best. I would say this product kind of has that similar characteristic to it, and it makes my waves look pretty good. Like normally I don't like products that make my waves look really present and prominent, but the way that Harvest Moon interacts with my natural waves, I think it looks really nice and keeps it nicely controlled, even if the waves do become more noticeable throughout the day. And then of course to wash it out at the end of the day, just a little bit of shampoo, comes right out, no problem. Hair doesn't feel dried out or anything like that, nothing to worry about there. So the final verdict for the Harvest Moon Matte Paste. I definitely think this product is really cool. It reminds me a lot of the Morris Motley Treatment Styling Balm, which is now discontinued. This one kind of reminds me of it in certain ways, and it's also cheaper than that product was, and it also has a good quality of ingredients similar to the Treatment Styling Balm, maybe not quite as fancy, but still really good hair healthy ingredients nonetheless. It gives you that good sort of lightweight, almost weightless feeling with a nice firm hold to it, has a nice true matte finish, has a good amount of dryness without ever being too dry or pasty. It is still pretty smooth for a paste product, but definitely get the most out of it. You do have to use it with a blow dryer, and you have to use it the way that they tell you how to use it. Otherwise, I have used it some other ways, you really don't get the most out of it. You have to use it with a blow dryer. But with that said though, I do like the results that I get. It's a nice firm hold that's extremely lightweight feeling, got a nice matte finish, has a nice amount of pastiness without being too stiff and pasty like some matte paste products can be. And it's also really good too, especially if you want something that controls your wavy hair without completely getting rid of the waves. It's really nice for just giving yourself that nice controlled wavy sort of hairstyle, which is something that I do like. If you want a matte finish product that can give you more of like a sculpted, intentionally sort of styled look, you might want to go with their clay pomade, because I had pretty good results with their clay doing that. And this is kind of the more natural counterpart to the clay pomade. So yeah, with that said though, highly recommend. I think it's good for a controlled natural look. And with that said, this was a review of the Harvest Moon Matte Paste by Faith and Integrity. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and don't forget to subscribe. Also make sure that you check the description down below for a more detailed written review, as well as a link to where you can find this product for yourself. And also at the way bottom of the description, I will be comparing this product to a few others on the market to give you a better idea of how it might stack up against some others in your collection. Also too, make sure you tune in to the next video where I'll be looking at the new pre-stylers by Faith and Integrity, and I will also be showcasing how they interact with Harvest Moon. So we do have the volumizing pre-styler and the texture spray. We're going to show these in conjunction with Harvest Moon in the next review video, so make sure that you come back to see this one. So yeah, with that said, I'm shooting the Harvest Moon Matte Paste video, then I'm going to pretty much right away start shooting the pre-styler talking portion, so lots of editing to do. I'm going to go get that started as soon as possible so I can get these videos up on the channel for all of you. So you all have a good one, and I will see you all soon with another video.